Shaman by Panama.
All right, let's get this show on the road. So today we got a Panama Shaman 20 watt amp. Really cool little amp. I've been wanting to do this one for a minute. You're going to enjoy this amp. It's a very nice, cool home kind of amp. It's got tons of options here. You can go from basically a Fender clean all the way up to a Hot Rod and Marshall, up to a Mesa Boogie. And I mean that. So let's go ahead and check this stuff out and see what it sounds All right, I'm basically on the 4th channel of this, which is, I think, is more the Mesa Boogie kind of voice, because it definitely has that scooped mid kind of sound to it. This thing is freaking awesome. I love this thing. I think it's probably one of the best 20 watts other than the Marshall DSL, which I love too. For the versatility, this thing rules. It's got EL 84s. It's got 2 of those. It's got, I think, 5 12AX7s, and you know, it comes with a foot switch, so you can switch between the two sets of channels. So it kind of comes in pairs. So you got one set that is a clean and kind of a Voxy kind of a drive on the first channel, and then the second channel you have a Marshall and Mesa styled voicing. One thing about this amp is the freaking little cymbals. No one can tell what that is. Maybe you can figure out, like, I don't know. So this last one here is the drive. There's no way I could tell unless I was fiddling with this stuff. So it goes, I believe it's master volume, which is cool that this has. And then it goes to a presence, then bass, then mids, and then treble, and then gain. So that's what we have for the controls here. And obviously you can do all the switches up front in the front of the amp. You also have this little switch, little click. It's pretty simple. It goes actually into the front of the amp, and you can switch between these two. So it switches the channel 2 and channel 1 with the 2 different voicings. Here you can actually change it from a 20 watt to a 10 watt, I think it is. Let's go to the clean channel and just kind of see how clean we can get with it. So I'm gonna flip this over. So now I got this switch flipped up to the top, and this is what it sounds like with everything at noon. Ooh, that is low. Funny thing is, the gain definitely adds volume to the clean channel. So this guitar actually does single split. It's got a coil tap in it, so we're going to go ahead and give that a shot. So right now, without it, on the bridge, and then we're going to coil tap it. More Telecaster type, right? Let's go up to the top, or the neck pickup with the coil tap. Very nice buttery kind of sound going on here. So if I take off the coil tap, Makes it a lot rounder and thicker because it's 2 pickups, right? Or 2 sets of coil. Sounds pretty nice. So let's go to the middle and let's do the coil tap here again. And this is, at noon for this stuff. So the gain is actually all the way up to 3 o'clock or so. And since it's such a nice clean, it has tons of headroom. I don't think it even breaks up all the way up. Let's see. Nope. That's great. That's awesome. Okay, let's mess with the presence some. Let's see what that does. Actually, that was a treble. Let's go ahead and do some of the presence. Nice and chimey. Very beautiful cleans. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, now let's go ahead and try the second channel with the more. So one thing about this is the EQ is going to stay the same between these two voicings. So you can't really change that there's no storing of any sort. So going back to the clean again, and then just switching over to the other voicing. Then we have some dirt coming in. I mean, that's really cool to play. That's got that really like plexi kind of sound to it, right? Let's actually see if we can mess with this EQ some. There's the mids. Bring the mids up. Bring the bass up. Hell, let's go all the way up with the treble and the presence to get that really plexi toning, right? And also we are still coil tap, so single coil basically. So here's the humbucker version of it. Coil tapped. That's a lot of fun. I could jam on that forever, you know? All right, so let's go ahead and check the hot rotted Marshall style tone. So we're going to switch over to the second channel here. And we're going to go back up. Let's go ahead and bring everything back to noon, just to see what that sounds like. All right, here we go. All right, let's see where we're at. Put in the humbucker version back in. Let's actually bring the volume up just a tad, right? Yeah, super Marshall-like. Now let's go ahead and see how hot this thing can get. So that's at 3 o'clock. That's awesome sounding, dude. That is sick. I definitely dig that. Let's go ahead and mess with the EQ a little bit. So let's go ahead and bring some of the treble back. This mid knob is really active. And bringing up the bass all the way. Let's go ahead and bring some treble in. Or that's the present. Let's go ahead and go all the way up with the gain. That's awesome. And then scooping it. That's definitely very like Mark series Mesa Boogie. We're still on that Marshall voicing, but turning that those mids all the way back. That is totally like Metallica 80s, late 80s kind of voicing. And the pinch harmonics are really easy with the amount of gain going on here, so. Awesome, dude. Let's go ahead and go over to the Mesa and see what that sounds like. So just leaving it as it is, just the way we had it before, because the EQ doesn't change when we change over to a different voicing. So this is supposed to be more of the Mesa kind of sound, right? Let's see what it sounds like. Whoa, a lot louder. This channel is definitely a lot louder. Let's see. Yeah. Oh man, that is awesome sounding too. Just a lot more present. awesome, dude. All right, so let's go ahead and mess with this. Let's put it back at noon and see what it sounds like there, right? So the gain is all the way up still. Man, that is crunchy as hell. All right, let's mess with the EQ on this one. Let's even bring the EQ or the gain back to noon. It's a really pleasant crunchy sound. Let's go back to the Marshall voicing and see what that sounds like with it like that. It definitely loses a lot of the volume there. That's something to take in consideration. If you were going between those two, you can either have the clean on the first channel or the, crunchy kind of tone, and then switch over to, it's like two versions of it. Like you could either have the clean cleans or you can have the crunch crunches, or, and kind of mix those two together, but you can only have two different voicings to switch between the channel select, which is not bad, like we can get away with two, right? All right, let's actually boost that up again. And this is going to get louder. And chunkier. That is my favorite Slayer song, by the way. Okay, one thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and go through each of the channels one more time for you guys. So we're going to go back to the clean channel, right? With the coil tap. Without. Very nice cleans. Into the, I guess, plexi sound. Coil tap. And then back into the Marshall voicing. That's so cool. It's not as present as the next channel, or the next voicing. Almost like a classic kind of high gain kind of thing. But then we have this guy, which is the modern high gain stuff. All right, I hope you guys dug that. It's a really awesome amp. This thing came brand new. It was like $700 or so, but you can find these on the used market for cheaper, of course. And I don't know what happened to Panama amps, but they're gone, I think. I've not seen much from them at all, but they were huge. They blew up in, like, I don't know, 2015 when all the YouTubers were jumping on it and stuff. 2015 to 2017, something like that. But this thing is awesome, and definitely get one if you come across it. Go ahead and try it out. It'll be your next favorite 20 watt amp. DMD.